Hello.
Hey, hi
Fingers
there.
crossed this is better. This is my last resort now. I'm on 4G.
Yeah,
Fingers
I'm on
crossed this is
4G as
better.
well. Yeah, now it looks much better. Yeah, the picture looks
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
As I was joining, it said pausing due to bad connection, and I thought, internet hates
No,
me today.
I know. Here in London was the same thing the whole week. It was terrible. Yeah, yeah. But hey
Right.
ho, we are here
Let's
now.
get back
Let's
into it. This is so much better. Fingers crossed this is good for everyone now, and we're in it for the long haul.
fab.
Okay,
So
perfect. So where were we?
we are just getting into the bronzer side. We've done our complexion and have done also touchy glass. So we have
Yeah.
the eyes super fresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your skin looks amazing, I have to say.
Oh, thank
Amazing.
you.
Looks, yeah. And the color is perfect for your skin tone as well. So I think that the shade B50 is the right color for you.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a
Perfect.
good match. Yeah.
I did
So,
it online as well, so
did
that's
you? Oh,
good to
so
hear.
it worked well. Yeah. So we're going to start with a little bit of bronzer. The way you're going to apply the bronzer will be as a sun kiss. When you talk about sun kiss, imagine that you've been on the beach for 2 hours, have a little bit of sunshine, and the sun hits the top part of your face.
Right,
So
okay.
we'll be on top of your cheeks, a little bit of the bridge of your nose, here, and a little bit on your chin.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
So
kind of brush are you going to use?
I'm using the blusher brush. I'm using number 5.
Okay, so maybe like something little and fluffy might
Fluffy,
work this.
yeah. Anything fluffy like that will be
Okay.
fine. So I like to start from the close to the hairline and going downwards. Yeah.
I love bronzer. I think it's like my favorite makeup step. I
Yeah,
just
I
think it
think
makes
like
you look so much more healthy.
totally. I use bronzers every day. I like to put a little bit of here on the bridge of the nose that gives that you just had that a little bit of extra sun. Beautiful. And I think because the texture of this bronzer, even if you have a little bit of skin texture, really softening out your skin.
Yeah, even
Um,
looking at it, it's very creamy.
Creamy, yeah. This actually, if you drop it on the floor, it doesn't break.
Oh, that's a good thing
Yeah,
for me then.
yeah. It's just because it's the texture that is between a gel and a powder.
And then just pop it into the hairline, is it?
Yeah, a little bit on the hairline. Beautiful.
Amazing.
So this really gives you that kind of this sun-kissed look that you're looking for.
Oh, so I see you like popping it across the nose there.
Oh, this is such a beautiful trend at the moment. And then we put a little bit here. And I actually like to put a little bit of the blusher on top. And so now let's talk about blushes. I have 2 colors of blushes that I want to show you here on the screen. So I have one that is more on a peachy color. So that is not pink, guys. So I don't think always, because sometimes when you talk about spring, a lot of people think about pink color. It's not
Yeah.
only the pink color that you can use. You can use peaches. You can use more in the red color. It's more is the intensity is how you apply that is it can be a little bit different. Like here, I have a really dark color
Wow.
that look, but I actually because I have more like a deep skin tone, I can use that on my color.
Yeah,
But
and I
this
bet it
will be
looks
super
beautiful.
pretty on yours.
Yeah,
What
so
color
I've
do you
got the
have?
shade number 4.
4. I have number 5. Your 4 is beautiful. Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
very
It's like a
similar.
corally, like
Corally,
pinky.
yeah. So this is
Beautiful.
great um, for spring. So when you're applying blusher, I think you have to think about a little bit of your face shape. There is a universal way to apply blusher that it normally is from the top to here. But most of people suits that type of blusher. But let's say if you feel that you have a little bit of a longer face, sometimes apply very soft just here in the front. Looks quite good. Or if you feel that you want something a little bit softer, really diffuse the blusher very softly into your cheeks. So it will be the best option. And if you look here, I did apply the red color But can you see, blend
Yeah,
with the
it's really
bronzer.
natural.
Very
Yeah.
natural. Another thing that's very interesting with that, because if you want to create a look a little bit more striky, you can wet your brush and can use it wet as well.
Wow.
Actually, what I'm gonna use that as well today, I'm gonna use this as a eyeshadow on my
Oh my
eyes.
God, amazing. I love
Yeah,
that.
so this is a mouth use, so you can use it different ways.
I like that as
Um,
well because you don't want to carry loads of things with you, especially if you're going like, hopefully in the future on holidays. You
exactly.
can
Yeah.
multitask it all.
Yeah, totally. This is such a multitask product. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get a blending brush for the eyes. Do you have one with you?
So this will work, a little fluffy brush.
Maybe something a little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller, maybe something like this.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So get a little bit of your blusher
Yeah.
and just go across your lid, inside of your crease, and just blending.
Wow, the pigment is really beautiful.
Oh, it's so pretty. I love this product. And if
And
you look
blending it
here,
up.
and this is a type of product that you can use for winter, on summer. And a lot, not right now, because I think that the trends on weddings has changed the last 5 years since the whole Kim Kardashian wedding. Everyone went a bit more smoky on the eyes. But
Yeah.
like 10 years ago, a lot of makeup artists used to use the same color of blusher that was a bit softer on the eyes as well. It's just kind of harmonize the whole face, give a
Yeah.
really nice harmony for your face when you use the blusher and the eyeshadow kind of the same color.
It just brings everything together then, doesn't
Together,
it?
yeah, it does.
And you know what? I often use bronzer for blush, but I really go to, no, bronzer as an eyeshadow, but I really
Eyeshadow.
would go to my blush as an eyeshadow. But now I think I definitely will.
Yeah, you can, definitely you can. Yeah, how do you feel? Looks
Yeah,
so
really
pretty.
nice.
Yeah,
It's very like
yeah.
almost romantic.
Exactly. Yeah, you can see here when inside the crease and just blend it really well. So it looks super soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks quite romantic. And I think spring is the time that you want to find the new love, It's the time that you want to you want to look fresh, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So my next step, I'm gonna use the highlight stick. I'm using the Tushikla highlight stick. Do you have that with you?
This
Ah,
one.
this is so creamy. I love this product.
I've got the shade rose gold.
That's gorgeous. I have the number one.
Okay.
So the number one is a little bit, let me give a swatch here so you can,
Oh, amazing.
yeah, it's more in a goldish color. The rose gold is absolutely gorgeous. I think gonna look so beautiful on you as well. Yeah, I can see it.
Amazing.
Beautiful. So let's use our fingers and start to tap a little bit on the high top of your cheekbones. Yeah. And you can see, look, when the camera cuts the lights, wow, look at yours. It's beautiful.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
pretty. I love cream products as well. My skin's quite dry, so the more cream products I can use, the
Oh,
better.
definitely. Yeah. So you can apply here. Another trick that I do with my highlighter, I like to apply a little bit on the center of the eyes. So give the little pop of a highlighter. So can you see on my eyes?
Yeah, beautiful.
And this is such an easy step. It's a product that you can use. Like now, it looks like you have done the whole face with eyeshadow, but it's, it just
Yeah,
use your
it is
fingers really. Yeah.
pretty.
So
But I like
pretty.
the fact that you've taken it up here as well, because that's something I always forget. I kind of put my highlighter here and forget that I can really kind of
Oh,
like
yeah, totally.
get a scent to
Yeah.
it.
I think it gives a little bit open up your face and gives a bit more like a high fashion look when you bring the blusher a little bit higher or your highlight a little bit higher as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it on the eyes. A lot of people are saying it looks so pretty. Yeah, it
Oh,
definitely does. I don't know if you
thank
can
you.
see, I've got kind of a ring light going on here. So
Yeah.
I wanted to show how beautiful the products are.
Yeah, no, it looks super, like super fresh. This is one of the looks that everyone should try because it just looks beautiful. I love this highlight stick. So
Yeah.
once we have this, we finish our complexion now. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a little bit on my eyes. Because I already have a bit of eyeshadow and a highlight on the eyes, you just need the mascara. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use the mascara. This is a bestseller from YSL as well. This is the mascara for lashes. Yes, that's the one.
I think I've got the waterproof.
Oh yeah, this is also it's very hydrating for your lashes. It contains a little bit of argan oil that it doesn't dry out through the day. It's very the hydrate for your lashes as well. So
Yeah.
the way I like to do it is zigzag movement first, very
I've got
close
so
to.
many cream products on my hand. I can't
You can
open it.
open it. It
Oh
happens
my
to me all the
God.
time.
I can't open it.
Can you do it? Maybe use a cloth, or do you have anything close to you?
You'd think I would be prepared, but here we go. I've got a cold hand.
Hard part, yeah, perfect. So I like to start from the middle, a zigzag movement, and then bring outwards. And the reason why I'm doing that, because I like create more like a butterfly finish. You can see the difference of this eye and that
Wow, you
eye.
really can. You can see
Yeah,
it flicking out at the end.
flicking out, yeah. So I like to do that zigzag movement first and then really bring this on the side. That gives you almost like a butterfly finish.
All right, I still can't open it, so we'll use a different mascara just for now.
Okay, no problem. So funny.
There's always something, isn't there? So is there a way that you say to apply mascara then? So do you always start out at the inner corner, outer corner?
I start from the middle and then go to the out corners. If you want to get a little bit more like a little bit more spiky kind of lashes, I like to apply with the tip.
Okay.
So because here you get a lot of product on the tip, and then you get the really long lashes. It gives you, the kind of really false effects. If you want to
Yeah.
give it even a little bit, be a little bit more extra, when you want to take pictures, I do like to add a little bit more. But for every day, I think that's more than enough. Another tip that I always give to clients, I have people, oh, my mascara dried really quick. It's about not pumping air inside of your mascara. So it's about, I've seen people like going crazy to take more
Yeah,
mascara.
because then
And
all of the air is going in.
yeah, more air and get inside of mascara dries super quickly. So just be very gentle when put it out and in and out your mascara.
Yeah.
So that's really important. So we have lashes for life here. Look at that. Yeah.
Wow, they look beautiful.
Beautiful.
I'm determined to get in this mascara one way or another. It's just so good. It won't let me in, but
oh, that's a shame. But you can see that on my eyes how long and how like
they look really fluttery.
fluttery. Yeah, I love that mascara. Definitely is my favorite mascara. So now let's talk about lipsticks. What lipsticks do you have there on your side?
So my favorite is the YSL Slim. I think this is the sheer matte.
The one that has the sheer matte, yeah.
Yeah, because I've got quite dry lips. I love this because it's the kind of a matte that I can actually wear, because mattes usually scare me.
Yeah. I don't know if you have seen, this one is one of the new mattes that we have.
Ooh, amazing.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I'm gonna do a little swatch here so you can see. So this is the velvet cream. So the velvet cream, it never dries your lips. Super, super creamy. Can you see the color here?
Yeah, it looks it.
Yeah. And I love the applicator as well. That gives you such the perfect way to shape your lips. Sometimes you don't even need like a lip liner with that, because the precision that we have here is absolutely beautiful. And then I have something a little, if you like more gloss lips or something a little bit softer, have the lip stain as well, water stain. This is beautiful. Or I have the Volupté Shine here. Actually, I'm going to use the Volupté Shine. I love the packaging. It's so beautiful, right?
Oh, it's honestly like it's a fashion in beauty, isn't it? It's
I know. This
it's almost like jewelry as well.
Yeah. The color that I have here, if you check online, you have more I think 40 or 50 shades on this lipstick. So
Yeah,
it's colorful, everyone. What I love about this, especially for spring, because it's so soft, like kind of similar the sheer matte that we have there, that gives a little bit of hydration. You can apply fully because I don't want to go too full on my lip. I'm going to use my fingers. This is a really good way to apply your lipstick if you're scared of red, if you're the type of person that doesn't wear color all the time.
Yeah.
Just use a lipstick with your fingers and just dab in the middle. So this way you get more like a softer texture on your lip.
So I've got the shade, just in case anyone wants to know, 106. It's like a beautiful corally pink.
I have the shade number 43 here.
But I do also want to just say, the one thing I love about these is the fact that it's like a lipstick and a lip liner in one.
I know. That's
because
the
I
best,
love
right?
lip liner because I feel like my lips are quite small, so I love to just kind of apply it, and then you can kind of just give yourself a little bit extra.
One tip that I do about lipsticks is when you apply lipstick, make sure that you give a big smile on the lip first and go corner to corner. Because what happens is a lot that I see, when you smile, you have the little gap here because you didn't apply on the corners. So it's really important to apply on the corners as well. Oh, and it's so creamy. I absolutely love this product. And I don't know if it's the lockdown, if I'm not drinking enough water, but my lips are so dry at the moment. Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel?
Really good. Honestly, I hope it's translating well because it feels so fresh. And like in my screen, it looks really fresh, and my skin
it does.
healthy.
You look amazing. I feel that I can see the highlighter here looks so beautiful. I can see the mascara as well, and the highlighter pop here in the middle of the eyes is super beautiful. Yeah, I think that's what, like in 20 minutes to have the whole makeup done,
And I think, like you said, so many of the products like we applied with our hands or used one brush, which I love.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's super multi-use, so you don't need to have thousands and thousands of products on your makeup bag, especially you have a busy life and go to work, and you want to have maybe only, touche éclat, a little bit of foundation and a blusher that you can use, all over your face. So that's such a easy way, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh my god, so is this the look? We're done.
That's the look, you're done. Yeah.
Oh my god, so that was so easy to do. None of it was really difficult. So, oh my god, amazing. So I really hope, even though we've kind of like jumped on and off, that people have been able to follow, because I mentioned before, Marcio, that we're actually going to give away a YSL makeup bundle to anyone that recreates this. We'll pick one winner then. Hopefully you can maybe help me tomorrow.
Yeah, of course
I'll send
over
some of the looks to you. So if anyone does recreate this, post it on Twitter, Instagram, tag us, use the hashtag #NightInWithEssential, and then we'll pick a winner just to win loads of iconic YSL products. Of course, we'll put touche éclat in there because it's iconic. So now I think what we should do maybe is just answer some questions.
Yes, let's have a look. Yeah.
Honestly, as soon as we said that you were coming on here, Marcio, loads of people like, ask him this, I want to know this. So now is the time. Before this, I asked a couple of questions. So maybe I'll just try and remember those and we'll get going. So one of the first ones someone asked was, how do I keep my makeup looking fresh for spring?
I would say sometimes don't put too much, like, of course that sometimes you want to get coverage, but maybe be careful with your foundation, because foundation is something that it can make your skin looks really heavy, and that I think the freshness normally comes from your skin. So use a good skincare, make sure that you use a primer, like the Instant Moisture Glow that I used before. Like lots of time that I'm doing a photo shoot and the photo shoot goes for too long, the models, the makeup gets a little bit tired. I just put a little bit on my hands and just press into the skin. So this is an amazing product to refresh your makeup through the day.
Okay, perfect. That's a really, really good tip. I've just seen a couple come through as well. So any tips for hooded eyes?
So hooded eyes, I'll feel, especially in the spring, just try to highlight more than actually using lots of dark colors on the eyes. And I don't know if you know the technique they call the tight liner. Do you know the tight liner?
So is this underneath.
Underneath, yeah. So that's one of the best thing that you can do for hooded eyes is actually use a black pencil, waterproof, but just on the top line of your waterline here. Creates an image that your lash are thicker, but
Yeah.
also gives the impression that you know that you have eyeliner, but you don't. And use a bit of color and a mascara as well. I think it's better than actually going with a lot of product on the hooded eyes. And you know, I feel on spring sometimes you just need a pop of color, maybe on the lip, or get the attention from the eyes. If you feel that
Yeah.
you don't get attention in the eyes, put a blush, use a lipstick. The same I would say to my clients, if you having a bad day with your hair, the attention gonna go on your hair. So put a bright lip, so people gonna look on your lip and
Yeah, so
not
that's
on your
because
hair,
I do that all the
right?
time.
So
So if I'm wearing like my hair in a low bun because I haven't got enough time to do it, I'll just think chuck a red lip on. No one's going to notice my low bun.
exactly, absolutely, absolutely.
Someone else has just asked. They love nude lipsticks. What nude lipstick would you recommend?
So if you love lipstick, I would say we have two options, but there's the new one is the cream velvet matte is amazing, very long lasting. I also have loads of different shades. You have reds, you have the nudes, you have the browns. So what I love about that, like I said, the applicator is so easy to apply, and it just looks beautiful all day. I would say try this lipstick if you want something new.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
do you find that there's ever like one shade that you tend to use across a lot of different skin tones, or do you always kind of really switch it up when it comes to nude lipsticks?
I think that it depends really. Is your mood that tells me the story when someone
Yeah.
sits on my chair? You know what I mean? Because sometimes you're in a different mood. So I think that
Yeah.
the lipstick's about your mood. But in color wise, I would say like there's some tones of mm, the nudes more on the brown sides. It suits lots of skin colors. You
Yeah.
know, for someone has a really deep dark skin, that's gonna be your nude. But for someone that is have a lighter skin, maybe gonna be your medium brown color.
Yeah. No,
So I think the brown shades on the nude sides is a quite good color that suits a lot of people.
yeah.
Yeah. Or
I've got a question for you,
tell me.
Marcia. So your one desert island YSL product.
Oh my God, that's a hard one. Okay,
You can only pick
so
one.
I'm really about skin texture. So I use a lot of primer because when I was younger, I used to have a lot of spotty. So I did have a lot of skin texture on my skin. So we didn't use that today, but that's called the blur primer. Have you seen that before?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
beautiful.
So it's a beautiful, if you see there's like a gold particles inside, that's super cute as well. It's amazing to be on your desk, on your makeup bag. But this really changed the skin texture. It completely changed my skin texture. So the days that I don't want to do put any makeup on, but I want to go to the gym, I just pop this on my skin. I feel that change the texture. I feel that I go, there's no pores, you know. So I use this product quite a lot, I have to say.
One question we had beforehand as well was someone said that they don't like pink, so how can they do spring makeup? I feel like you've covered that a little bit, but are there any other tips you've got?
Um, I think if you don't use a pink color, you can go for peachy. It could be
Yeah,
another color that you can use. Or the bronzer, again, just use your bronzer in a different way because I think bronzer you can use for the whole year around. It's just used in
yeah,
different way. Maybe don't use the bronzer as a contour, but use as a sun kiss. I think it's super easy way to apply bronzer in a different way. Even lipsticks, I've seen clients sometimes that we apply the lipstick here, but then you can apply a little bit on your cheeks
I
as
love
well.
that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can use it in a lot of different ways.
And I think as well, for me personally, one thing I try to think for spring is like pastels as well. Like it doesn't have to be pinky colors. Like it
Yeah,
can be a
totally.
bit of like more milky shades, and that's definitely something. Like color doesn't have to be scary. It can also be a bit more playful, can't
Good.
it?
Yeah, totally. And I think, like I said, it's something that it changes your mood. It changes also the perspective, how people sees you when you had a bit of lipstick. Normally, women in red lipstick, of course, are women power, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But if you're a little bit scared of a red lipstick, maybe do this technique that I just showed you. Use the lipstick in red, but just dab a little bit until you start to get used to the color. Because I can tell you, if you use that color for the whole week on Friday, or if you use on Monday like that, on Friday you're gonna put a full on. So you just need to get used to color on your face. I think at the moment I see a lot of people just going nudes. Nudes are great. I love nude colors, but a bit of pop of color on your face, it changes your mood for spring. You know, I would say put a bit of color, a red color or orangey. There is a number 12 on these is so beautiful as well. I would say maybe have a look at a number 12 is a good color. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, Han has just asked the highlighter stick, the Touche Eclat, what shades are available? I think there's about 4 or 5, isn't
4 or
it?
5, yeah.
And
So I
really
know that
vary.
they did launch one color. I think the deepest color, I think was a limited edition, but I think on the collection we always have 4 shades. So we have for all the skin tones. So this, the one that we have, the rose gold, I think is a great color. With highlighters, because I do like to apply the really light ones on really deep skin, because I think it gives you more contrast. So someone have like a dark, really juicy dark black skin, I love to apply the lighter color that really pops the shades. So I like to use contrasts as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
One question I always like to ask makeup artists is, what's the one thing you see a lot of people doing, I would say like wrong, that you see so many people doing it and you think, if only they knew the right way to do it. Like, what's the one thing as a makeup artist you think could really help someone? That's a really hard question.
Yeah, but you know what? I think like nowadays, how we see makeup, there is no right and wrong. We are not, it's a moment that makeup, there is no rules. You can do a lot. You can be very experimental with your makeup. Is your makeup, your rules, right?
Oh,
But yeah, I just feel sometimes is the amount of makeup that I say is the full coverage. Sometimes it just looks a bit too much, because makeup is a great product, but I also can age you a little bit. So I think when you put too much makeup on your face, it makes you look a little bit older. You know, it can give you a little bit more confidence, but I just find that the line, don't cross the line when you put it too much, where it makes you look older. Because I think makeup is a great product, but you look fresh all the time. That's the goal.
Yeah, and I can completely relate to that. As someone with dry, eczema-prone skin, if I put too much of a full coverage on, it just clings to those patches and it really settles into my fine lines. So I think, like you said, it's about finding the products that work for you. If I went full coverage matte, that probably wouldn't be the right fit for me. So I tend to go more dewy and creamy products that my skin really likes. So totally, that's the balance, isn't it?
Yeah. No, and I think it's about looking after your skin, make sure that your skin is healthy. You know, a lot of masks, you know, especially in summer. So I treat my skin quite well. So I just make sure. Also give a bit of massage, like I told about the pinches. These are kind of things that when you do it, the same way that you're going to the gym to work out your body, you have to work out the body on your face as well. So a little bit of, you know, a bit of massage your face, especially those areas here. When I have a client that I do a little bit of massage on her face, I can see straight away the plumpness that comes through when they put a foundation on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I think we've answered everyone's questions.
Oh,
unless
amazing.
Anyone's got any last minute questions they really want to get quickly in. I will just remind everyone just to repost if you've created it. I'm definitely going to take a picture after this. I'm not going to let
I will as well. Yeah, guys, I'd love to see the looks. Please tag me, Carrie, and we'd like to see what you guys are gonna create tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we will pick a winner on Monday for the YSL beauty bundle. Thank you so much, Marcio, for coming on here.
Oh, my pleasure. It was love to meet you.
I'm so glad that the internet worked in the end.
I know. It looks great. Now you can see everything clear. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely weekend. And
thank you so much, Marcio. And fingers crossed we can have you back again.
I hope so.
Working internet this time.
Definitely.
Right, thank you
guys. Welcome.
Bye. 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 Bye.